everybody, look, my first bloom of the season on my rose. Isn't she beautiful? So small, but her fragrance is amazing, and honestly, I don't remember her name, but the color and the fragrance is really amazing on her. And I got a second bloom, well, a second bud right there, possibly a third one. Look at that dainty little thing. Ooh, never mind. Here's another one. Yay! So they are thriving. I thought this soil for sure wasn't quite to par, but it's doing really well. This is my first rose bloom of the season. And I am actually super excited because if you look at all the other roses that are coming in, this is the Rio Samba. Look at her. She is blooming for me. I don't know. I totally thought that frost was going to kill her. And actually, one of them didn't survive. This one, I kept pruning it back because it had so much frost on it. Frost damage. And I was about to dig it up and throw it away. But there's a tiny little life left in it. So I'm just going to let it do its thing. See if it will survive. If not, I will be sad to dig it up. But this one, another Rio Samba, it struggle as well during that last frost that we had when it got into the teens, but it is pushing out now, as you can see. It's giving me some buds, so I'm super excited. This year, with all the ladybugs around, I am doing, like, the plants are doing a really good job. I haven't had to deal with aphid as much as I did at the old place, so super excited about that. I went in and trimmed a couple of things over here, just the dead, dying stuff. So I need to pick this up. I am having issues with the Rio Samba. It looks like it has a lot of the black spots, and so it's got issues, but I did spray it in hopes that it will continue to improve. Over here, oh my goodness, I can't remember. Oh yes, yarrow, that's it. I couldn't remember the plant name, but look at my yarrow. It seems to like this soil. It's giving off blooms. A couple more buds are coming out, so super excited with the yarrow. And some more blooms over here. And let's see. Over here, this is the Double Delight. I love Double Delight. Don't have a picture of it right now, but look, it's throwing all of these buds. And I'm a little late to the show, but I should have pruned it back a little bit better so that there should be some air circulation through here. So I think I'm going to wait till all the buds bloom and then go in after it's done blooming and prune, because you can see it's not very open, so I don't think air is getting through it. But it looks like it's thriving, so I don't want to really mess up with it. The only issue is it's getting the black spots really bad, probably due to not having enough air circulating through. So I might come in. I did spray it, but I might come in after it bloomed and just try to open up the center a little bit to get some air through. The Japanese maple are doing great. I got a couple over here. Let me see. That I had potted up. Look at this one. This one looks like it's happy and healthy, so I'm gonna leave it alone. I would like to put it in the garden once we get that up and running. So the garden is still a hot mess over here, as you can see. This is supposed to be the Zen garden, but I think due to the fact that we're trying to do our own homestead, I think I'm going to use it as an orchard slash garden. So mainly fruit trees will be in this area. It gets full day sun. We dig over there. We actually trenched a hose underneath the ground so that I can have a sprinkler over there, since we'll use it as a orchard over here. And the shed is coming up over here. We've been waiting for them forever, and they're finally coming in. So we have to put the cement down, the foundation down before the shed can come in, and then we can grade this area properly by putting a road in, and then we will grade this area. We will, I think we're going to plan on putting down fertilizer and then rototillate that into the ground, and then we're going to put the tree down, and then we're going to plant grass seed around this area. So worst case scenario, it could be a grazeland for the animals if we ever get any. So I'm not sure where I am going to put all of my Japanese maples. As you can see, I've got a ton of them propagated either from cutting or seeds. So they are definitely doing good. Over here I have a couple of verbena that are coming out. Very dainty, but these are propagated through cutting. So I should technically remove the flower so it could send some more roots down and get healthier. But they're so pretty, I just couldn't do it. So over there, I've got a couple of different varieties. So that's exciting. Another thing that is coming up is my hearty hibiscus Midnight Marvel. You guys, that's one of my favorite all-time flower. Looks like it's thriving, it's coming up, it's sending up 2 new shoots. So once you have a plant and you plant them into the ground, they will come back for you. They are perennial. Now remember, they need to be hardy hibiscus, not tropical hibiscus. The tropical one will die in my zone, which is 7B. They usually like 9 or higher if it's tropical. But if it's hardy, they'll die back all the way to the ground, but they will come back. So look at the contrast in the color. Texture is great, so it's doing good. All of my hydrangeas are doing really well. So once they get bigger and get situated, I am gonna dig them up and then move them out into the driveway. I would like, of course, to create a hedge driveway coming in with just the panicle hydrangeas. And then I'm looking at putting the mop head hydrangeas over there as well. Lots of things are coming in. Super excited. This is the multi-trunk standard, which is tree form limelight hydrangea that I am training into a tree. It's doing great. So I've just had to come in every once in a while and just kind of remove a couple of them that grow over here because I want it to grow from up here to create a tree form. This one, I think I might leave this one. It seems high enough that I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, that is it. I hope you guys are doing well. The garden is still coming along. I don't really have too much to show, but I was super excited about my first bloom of the year of my roses. There are others that are growing like around here. All of these are roses that I propagated from cutting. They're doing pretty good, I mean, considering. But that's the first one that's given me a bloom. So definitely a gorgeous flower. And let's not forget the standard butterfly bush is doing great. I think I just heard a hummingbird flew over my head. It sounded like a small little helicopter. You know the sound you hear when you hear them fly over your head. I saw my first one today and I feel so bad because my vermillionaire hasn't really been up to par. So there's really not much for them to eat out here. But they must have found something that they like because he came and visited me. So these two are the standard butterfly bush. They are doing great. You can see they're sending out suckers at the bottom. I'm actually letting them grow a little bit just so I can cut them off and propagate some more. Over here you can see more of them over here. So I'm going to cut them off and then propagate them. But yeah, they look like they're doing really good. So I'm just going to let them do their thing until I find a spot for everything. Over here is my dahlia. The dahlias are, that one for some reason was the earliest one to come out of the ground. You can see everywhere else is just like this one is triple the size of all the other ones. And it actually is sending out some blooms, so I'm super excited to see what it looks like. That'll be fun and exciting. So those are the dahlias. Out of the 10 that I plant, I think I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So 9 out of 10 survive through the bulb process. So that's great. And then over here are the stargazer lily mixed with, I can't remember what the other lily was. So it'll be interesting to see which one is which, because it's kind of hard to identify. But I'll just be excited if they actually grow. I am a little bit disappointed. If you look over here, these are the gladiator alliums that I put down. I had 10 of them, and I only have 8 of them, and it looks like they were coming up really good, and then they started experiencing some issues, which I haven't really had a chance to troubleshoot them, but I don't know why they're like drying up. And they don't feel like they're dry. They feel like, I don't know, like they're wilting, which I'm not sure why, because you would think that they're not getting enough water, but I think they might be waterlogged. So there's a fine line between not enough water and too much water, because they kind of react the same. See, they all come out looking like this, which they look perfect. And then as they get bigger, they turn into this for some reason. So those ones are doing a little bit better, but still doing the same thing, the tip of it. So any suggestion would be great. I would like them to grow. I'm thinking of maybe digging them up and putting them somewhere else to see if maybe they just don't like this area over here. But I'm afraid I might ruin them or hurt them if I dig them up. So anyways, that is it for my little garden update. This is my garden over here for now. Yeah, everything is looking good. I actually just planted my vegetable gardens. I'm actually going to do a little bit of flower over there as well. So yeah, look for it in the next video, guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.